Today, I'm going to use that little line in the Guinness Book of World Records to tell you what you think you live on is a big ball of lies. You see, that line up there is the long distance photography record, and it stands at 275 miles. And I'm going to show you that that photography shot is an impossibility on this place where you think you live. This is that photography shot that I was talking about, and it was taken from a distance of 275 miles away from the furthest peak. And it shows a direct line of sight from the Pic des Fenestrelles in the Pyrenees Mountains to the Pic Gaspard in the Alps. And even though I don't know the elevation that they were standing on in the Pic des Fenestrelles, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they were standing on the very, very top. And I want to also show you that the very top of the Pic Gaspard is 12,740 feet. And you don't need to remember these numbers. I'm going to show them to you again. So again, if the man who took this picture was standing on the very top of the Pic des Fenestrelles at 9,272 feet, and we take that number and insert it into any Earth curvature calculator, what you will see is that there should be 16,446 feet of obscured object. And remember, I am giving them the benefit of the doubt, saying that they have the most advantageous height so you can see the furthest distance. And when we go back to the Pic Gaspard, we see that it is only 12,740 feet. So to make this abundantly clear, at an eyesight level of 9,272 feet, which would give us the highest vantage point and allow us to see the furthest possible distance, and we don't even know he was that tall, we wouldn't be able to see 16,000 feet because of the curvature. So again, we're here, we're standing 9,000 feet tall, and because of the curvature, the supposed curvature, we wouldn't be able to see something unless it was taller than 16,000 feet. And again, we see that that long distance photography over the course of 275 miles can see something that's only 12,000 feet tall. So how do you make sense of this? Do you just say it's refraction? Do you say, I don't know, they're smarter than me, they figured it out, there's somehow that we can see it because light is reflecting up or whatever? But ask yourself this, why is that pointing straight up? Shouldn't it be around 16,000 feet of curvature and pointed a little different angle? You need to ask yourself these questions, because if you don't, then you just have beliefs. And well, believing is the enemy of knowing. So you can decide to continue to believe things that you were always told, or you can go on a knowledge quest and know things. You get to know things like water doesn't bend thousands of feet, curving and bending to come around and sit upside down on the other side of a globe. Do you realize the mental gymnastics you have to do to allow yourself to believe that when you've never seen it, experienced it, or even being able to comprehend it other than saying gravity? We're entering into a new phase of reality here where belief is a thing of the past. So you better jump ship and start getting to know things. But of course, this is for entertainment purposes. I know that it's just such a small amount of curvature that we can't see it angled back because of whatever. Entertainment only, people. You should know this by now.